I would like to ask you, have you ever seen where a poor man is advising a rich man? You have not seen, right? Today, you are seeing one. Yes, I'm the poor man advising a rich man. Today, I want to talk about investment. Now, let me go straight to the point. There is this narrative that have been pushed to us for many years now, where once a youth, or should I say someone makes up to 50 million naira, 70 million, 80 million naira, they call engineer and start raising 4-story building, 5-story building, 3-story building, thinking that we are doing good investment. I want to shock you today. That's a bad investment and not good investment. I know you will be wondering why I said that building 4-story building, 5-story building is a bad investment. Building 4-story building, 5-story building, 3-story building for residential is only good investment when you are doing it for retirement. This simply means you already have different investment. Yes, you have been able to create wealth and you are now seeking for a way to settle yourself and you decide to put up such property. In that case, it's a good investment. You as a youth who is still struggling, trying to find your feet, I bet you going into such investment is a really bad one. Now, let me tell you this. Do you know that when you build up the 4-story building, it will take you more than 20 years for you to be able to make back your capital before we'll talk about you making your profit. And funny thing is that after building the property, if you succeed in finishing up the property and you put in tenant there, within 2 to 3 years of tenants living in that property, or let me not exaggerate, 5 years of tenants being in that property, you have started maintenance instantly. Depending on the standard the engineers who handle the project gives you. If you are not careful, within 1 year of tenant living in that property, you are already running maintenance. Because tenants are people of different behavior, people of different caliber. You see, you end up putting in money, which you are supposed to be seen as money that you are getting back. That's you are trying to gain back the capital you use in investing into that property. Now you are getting the money, you are putting it back. We are not talking about the profit yet. The profit, I bet you, is your children that will enjoy it, not you. So as one who is still trying to find his feet, why would you venture into such investment? Investment that will tie down your money. And at the end of the day, you, from what you are getting there and be investing back, I tell you, depression will set in and you will get frustrated. That's why you see many landlords out there behaving the way they are behaving, and you will think that they are being hostile. No, they are not being hostile. The only thing is that they are angry. It's not what they were expecting, it's what they are seeing. You know, like I said earlier, this narrative, nobody has been able to come out and speak on this, letting us know that if you are still struggling, if you are still new into the game of investment, that are going into 3-story building, 4-story building, 5-story building is not a good investment. And today, I'm using this platform to let you know that it's not a good investment. As a young guy who graduated newly, maybe you venture into online business, or you venture into crypto, or you won a bet, whichever way, but you're able to hit up to 50 million naira, 70 million, 80 million. We will not finish such project. But I know that once it enter our heart, next thing is to start calling engineer to come and start raising foundation and the rest of them. Instead, sit down, draw a roadmap, plan yourself. How do I start up a company? Start it even if it's mini factory. Buy machine that is within reach. You can buy some machine that are within 10 million, 20 million and all that. Start production. You will be able to impact the society. One. Now it's because of building all these things. That's why we are busy shouting about unemployment. Yes, we are saying our unemployment rate is high because we are not producing anything. So when people graduate, the industries, the firm, the companies that are ready to employ them, they are not enough to employ the number of persons graduating in a year. And imagine the spillover. Imagine this year you are having over, let's say, maybe over 1 million persons who are unemployed. Next year you are having another 1 million. Is it not 2 million persons? And check it for 10 years, how many persons you will see that is unemployed. That's why it seems most of our youth are unemployed. But if those people who are capable, those people who happens to see money in their lifetime are able to channel it into creating companies, factories, and all this, and employ people, they will absorb those people. They will put those people out from the street and absorb them into the digital world, into the marketing world, into the business world, as the case may be. So you rushing to go and build 4-story building, build 5-story building, I bet you, if you are not careful enough, you will not finish that project. Because if anything happen, if you have any shaking or anything along the line while you are doing that project in the current business you are doing, Otilo, I bet you won't be able to finish up the project. So it's very, very important that we make a shift from building all these 5-story building, 4-story building, into building more of factories. Yes, it will help us a lot. And I'm pleading on the government to also make the environment conducive enough so that the youth who are graduating from the university, those people who happens to see money that wants to invest and start up all these mini companies, can be able to thrive. Yes, they should be able to grow in the company. They should be able to grow. They should not deal with tax, because the policy that is being made in our environment is making it not to be conducive, and it creates fear. Yes, there is this phobia that when a young person makes money, he is scared of losing that money. Once a young person start making money, they start being scared of before you know it, now I might put this money into business. Before I know it, the money will just vanish. Now, what do? They end up using it to buy land. They end up using it to start building property, thinking that is all this 3-story building, thinking it's a good investment for them. The government should make it more, in fact, they should make the environment more conducive enough that will make those who happen to see the money to be more comfortable investing in that environment. So they should try as much as they can to create an enabling environment for the youth to have that mind and that morale to say, okay, I'm going into this. And I bet you will see the society doing well. You will see everybody striving. You will see everybody growing. You will see things going well in our society. The question is, are you aware that building 3-story building as a young guy who is still struggling, trying to find his feet, is not a good investment? Many have done this and they have regretted doing it. Many have ventured into building 4-story building, 3-story building with 4 flats. Yes, people tend to hail them, call them Udogu, but inwardly then themselves they are regretting it, because they know that their money, assuming they were able to put it into business, they would have been able to at least multiply that money. So I'm bringing this message to you today. Don't make that same mistake. Don't go start building 3-story building, 4-story building when you make small money like 50 million, 70 million and all that. Don't rush into building 3-story building, 5-story building. First of all, think about business. Only think about building such when you know you are thinking about retirement. Yes, you are very free to build all these 5-story building, even if you like, build 100-story building. Once you know you are doing it for your retirement. Yeah, this is a message from me to you. Thank you. By the fight, running fast, hearts